Okay. Welcome back to EM World Media. I am EM, and today I wanted to talk about, and I think it's very fitting I do this on the 4th of July, National America's Independence Day. I want to talk about this big, beautiful bill that Donald Trump has put into place. So, I'm seeing a lot of outrage lately about how Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill is sending America backwards, and it's gonna have a lot of people out of jobs and they're struggling to actually get food for their households. And in a lot of instances, I do agree. I empathize with those people because this will actually change a lot of things that are going on in the dynamic of how people are going to be able to survive in our economy moving forward. And with that being said, it it's a double-edged sword. I do believe this bill will cause the rich to continue to get richer, the wealthy to continue to get richer, and people on the bottom 20% to to take a hit, to say the least, to take a hit, to definitely say the least. But let me get into some of the things that I've heard about this bill. It's supposed to remove a lot of SNAP benefits for people who are unemployed. To actually get your SNAP benefits that you're entitled to, you have to work at least 80 hours a month. And I'm going to tell you what 80 hours a month is breaking down in a 4 week system, in a 4 week month system. That's just 20 hours a week. That's just 20 hours a week. So as long as you can pull off a part-time job, you will keep SNAP benefits. I don't know if it's going to be the exact same amount that people are used to, but I'm going to send this message to people who don't really, I'm trying to be correct about this, who don't really do anything and they collect benefits. It's going to hurt y'all the most. It is definitely going to hurt those who are unemployed and collect a lot of benefits the most. So now is a time, and this is a message for those people. Now is a time. Do not let this bill send you spiraling. Do not let this bill send you into a woe is me type of mind state, man. Now is the time. I predicted this about 4 or 5 years ago. I said, what they're going to try to do is eliminate the middle class. They're trying to eliminate the middle class completely. So what we're going to start seeing now is you're either wealthy or you're poor. There's not going to be no in between. And this bill is a wonderful example of how that is actually going to take place. So yeah, they're doing the thing with the SNAP benefits. You got to be employed working 80 hours a month at least to get it. But what it does do is it allows people who work overtime to not be taxed on that overtime hours, to not be taxed on them overtime hours. So what you're really gonna start seeing this bill is gonna it's gonna affect a lot of different people. Some people's gonna hate it. A lot of people's gonna love it, and some people's gonna have mixed reviews. You know what I'm saying? Because I got different family members. I've got different social group friends that are in different aspects of this. So, some of my friends love it. Some of my friends hate it. Some of them are in shambles, and affect a lot of them in a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? So, you just it's really a perfect time to really say it's time to get some money, folks. It's time to get some money. Just straight up. We can't sit on our ass and expect Big Daddy to keep handing out some money. You know what I'm saying? Positive necessary. But you can't keep expecting Big Daddy to keep handing out money to y'all. You feel me? We gotta get off our ass. We are in the most profitable era for content creation, online sales, digital marketing. So we gotta get out here and get this bag, fellas and ladies. Gotta get out here and get this bag for real. This bill is it's really it kind of like a wake up call for a lot of people. It's kind of like a wake up call. Like for real, we can't be put in this lazy mind state no more where we're just sitting on our asses doing nothing collecting a check because there's no growth and development in that. And I do believe that's why they put it into place, because there's a lot of tax dollars that go into these programs like SNAP and the SNAP program for people who are not even attempting to better their lives in any sort of way. You know what I'm saying? I know there's people out there who need this type of programs, who can't work and can't do this, and my hand goes out to y'all in those situations. But for the people who choose to sit around and do nothing and just gather a check, I can't I can't feel nothing towards you, man. We aim for progression over here. We definitely just aim for progression over here, and it's not it's not beneficial to just be paying high paying tax dollars to people who don't work or want to work or try in any sort of fashion to progress their lives. So this is gonna affect those people the most, for sure. Another thing with the bill is it's supposed to be for research and development and technological advancements and things of that nature. I'm not too sure about how true that is because we really don't know what our government spend money on. We really don't know what it goes to. You know what I'm saying? And they saying Donald Trump is using the tariffs. Donald Trump is using the tariffs to fund this bill. You know what I'm saying? To fund the bill for the research and development and technological advancements. And it's not really stated too much what that research and development and technological advances go towards, you know? But that's what they say. So if you into that field and you know more than me, I'm not a this is about as far as tech goes for me. You know what I'm saying? So if you know about that field, maybe you can enlighten me down in the comments and tell me what our government uses that technology for, you know? And another thing with the bill, they're saying it's going to add to military usage, which is very, very prevalent right now in the times we're in. You see what's going on with Iran and Israel, and even with Russia and Ukraine. So it might be divine timing, like they're getting this shit ready for something. It's all on the playing board. It's all on the playing board. Y'all can see it. I mean, do I really got to break it down? But yeah, there's a lot of positives with the bill. There's a lot of negatives for certain individuals with the bill, and it's a bold move, man. It's a bold move. I'm even 50-50 with it. But my opinion is anything that progresses people to stop being in a small mind state where they feel like it's okay. I ain't got to do much. I ain't got to do anything. I'm gonna be taken care of, and I could just sit on my ass all day and collect a check. It's like I'm not really with that type of activity, because as human beings, we're supposed to be here on this planet progressing. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel bad for those people who will be struggling, and I do feel ecstatic for those people who get to take more income in for their check at the end of the week. for working hard and really putting the time in to take care of their family. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a 50-50, man. It's really hard to judge, but the bill has caused outrage, and I think it's more of the stigma of the bill itself because it goes against what the illusion of what we feel like is a democracy. It goes against the illusion of what we feel like is a democracy because what we're used to is for the people by the people. This is kind of like reverse Robin Hood effect. You know what I'm saying? The more money you are accruing, it's the more money you get to keep untaxed. You know, so those people at the top, they do pay. People who make more money pay more taxes. That's just a fact. People who make more money pay more taxes every year. So they're trying to keep more money in the wealthier people's hands and take benefits from those who are less fortunate and who probably don't have, well, what we see, they don't have the opportunity to accrue so as much as money. And I don't know a lot of people on that bottom level. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I'm right here. You get what I'm saying? So either or, it's not really gonna affect me too much because I'm right in the middle where it's like I'm not getting no benefits from pretty much any of these services or programs that are being affected by this. So I'm just trying to be empathetic for those who are affected. But it's really, like I said, it's really like it's the optics of giving somebody candy for years every day, giving somebody candy for years every day at the same time, and then one day you be like, no, give that back, and it causes an outrage. You ever just gave you ever gave your child a toy? They're gonna expect that toy every time y'all go out. They're gonna expect that toy every time y'all go out. That's the fact of the matter. It's a pacifier effect. You give them a toy, they want the toy, and when you say no, you can't have the toy. It's an outrage. It's an outrage to people. You know what I'm saying? We're in Donald Trump. Let me put it like this: Donald Trump is strictly just a businessman and a TV personality. So he has the ability to make an unpopular decision, but the man does know business. I'm gonna put it like that. The man does know business. And he's not he's not like gonna do something just because the majority of the people ask for it. He's going to do something that's a financial statement for the country. That's what he does. He's a business mogul. He's not going to do anything for us to be like, hey, you get a sucker, you get a car, you get $1 million for free. Now he's going to set something in place that, in theory, because we don't know. We got to wait till like 2029 to see the effects of these bills actually take place in the American economy to really know, was it right or was it wrong. But he's making a bold decision that he feels and his team feels will circulate more money in the economy, and it affects people who on the bottom 20% that need these services, or use these services, or even maybe even abuse these services, that it causes an outrage in the dynamic of thinking. So I'm seeing all sides of the aspect. But my message to y'all is, don't be outraged. Don't let these politicians make you feel like you are in a crisis. Anything is possible if you put your mindset to it. Anything is possible if you put your mindset to it. You're not gonna die if you are a religious person and you're a high believer in God. Now's the time to walk by faith, not by sight. Yes, everything's changing, and sometimes things need to change. Sometimes things need to change. You gotta fix your paradigm, man. We're in a time and age where it's not going to be the same format over and over again. We gotta try different things. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go a different route. So if you've been in the same position for years and stuck doing the same stuff for years, maybe now is the time to switch your thinking. So don't cause an outrage over this bill, guys. It has nothing. It's not going to be the end of the world. I promise you. You just got to think, man. Think. Pay attention. Read. Do your research. Figure out where it affects you and your personal situation. Figure out how you can benefit from it in your own personal situation and make adjustments. It's just business. That's all it is. And we have to treat ourselves personally like a business as well. So I just wanted to give a quick little rundown. You know what I'm saying? There's way more to the bill. Yeah, I just want y'all to go out there and do your research. Really, really look at it. Look at all the details and get get your just due of information before you just scream and yell and say they're gonna kill us. They're going to they're going to take everything away from us, and we're gonna be homeless and we won't be able to eat. That's not what this bill is. I can guarantee you that's not the gist of the bill at all. Do your own research, figure it out, and see how it affects your family members and your loved ones. But do not go into crisis, folks. We'll be all right. That's all I wanted to say. This is EM World Media. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.